What's up, nerds? I'm the captain. This is Nerd Talk. We gotta talk about these wildfires. They seem a little sus. But before I get into that, I am sorry for anybody who's affected by the wildfires. It is truly tragic what you guys go through. But conspiracy theories do not rest. Now, this happens every year. The West gets wildfires and earthquakes, and the East gets freezing cold temperatures and hurricanes, and the middle gets tornadoes and gets a battle between the two. If you look at a map right now, you will see a literal line between freezing and heat, probably aggravated by the fires. Now, for whatever reason, TikTok isn't letting me do the green screen effect. Maybe they're getting rid of apps altogether, preparing for the inevitable shutdown. This is the map I was referring to earlier on my computer. And as you can see, if I get rid of that, the West and the East. This is why I'm wearing a coat, because it's cold over here. This is probably aggravated by the fire. Notice like how it's located right in California. But this is where I want to start talking about how we can prevent, well, there's no preventing this. We can prevent at least the wildfires, and we can also try to minimize the damage of hurricanes. Here's where the conspiracy theories come in. Now, hurricanes are an act of God. There is no 100% elimination of them. Unless you get into like cloud seeding and this whole thing, and that's a topic I'm not touching today. But when you go to the wildfires, on the other hand, that's something you could possibly prevent because they are mostly man-made. I say mostly because there are some that would be unpreventable, but you could mitigate it so that they're smaller. How I propose that we do this, but for some reason we don't, is a lot of things is clean up the brush and all this dead trees and all these dead leaves and everything California has, but they don't get rid of. That is just fire starters. A match could light the whole damn place up because they have this. Another thing they have that is a very big fire starter is eucalyptus trees. Why they have them, why they haven't ripped those things up from the roots and gotten rid of every single one, and I don't know, maybe did a control burn and got rid of them all, is beyond me. But again, maybe they look good. I've personally never seen one in person. I do know what they are. I do know how they work. I do know they're freaking fire starters. And they have no place being in California or anywhere that's a desert. They're very popular in Australia. I can tell you that much. Send them back. I know they got them from there. And another thing they can do is have some kind of a water system going all. I know this is probably the longest shot you could probably issue, but the amount of money the U.S. government is about to issue out to help with, not help, but they're proud saying we'll flip the bill for anybody who has suffered any kind of damage with the wildfires. Which, if you ask me, if I wanted a new house, if I wanted new renovations, I'd start a fire. Because, let's be honest, they are starting fires. Some of these fires are man-made, and they're purposely man-made for insurance fraud, or like with the government, he's paying the whole bill. And we've got videos of people starting these ones that are right now happening. Why are we paying? Why insurance would never pay for something that was started by arson in a million years. But all this money that the government would be paying for, is paying for these tragedies, they could have used to make some kind of water system going in and out all throughout the cities, all in this brush area, and just hit with a switch and soak everything to hell. Boom, no more fire. Again, it would take years and years of man labor, creating piping to go through the ground, all kinds of stuff, but it would be worth it in the long run. Now, on to the East Coast, where it might be a little more tricky. Because again, unlike fires, hurricanes are more unpredictable and they're a little more chaotic. Because hurricanes, they're, how do I say this? Hurricanes are so maddening because you get one that hits near Texas, and then you get one that hits New York. The last one hit, North Carolina? And then there's one that hits Florida gets hit all the time because that's like the main passage to hit. But they can go around and hit. Let's go back to the map. For some reason, hurricanes like to take either this passage, which they go up and this way, or they'll go this way, or they'll go this way. It's usually one of those three passages. This one where they make a big hook and go straight into New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut is the rarest of them. But these two where they go Florida and up, or Louisiana and up, they're more common. But they're destructive to all the way out. The second a hurricane touches landfall is the most destructive point of a hurricane. They lose momentum after that, but all this section, here, Florida, all this on the East Coast needs to be fortified. Now, right now we have all these building codes that say a building needs to be economically whatever. I don't know what the hell the building codes are. But what they should do, at least for the southern area, say DC down, DC along the coast over to Texas, they should make it in a way that these things don't move. That when a hurricane hits, it doesn't even shake. They need with some foundation, I don't know, cement. I'm not a contractor. But there should be a way. There is a way because I know Florida is already doing this. They're already messing with the building codes, trying to make it so that this is a fact. So I know it's possible, but it should be a little more mandated. And sue me. I think that it should be at least helped by the government. I know we spend so much freaking money on every other country in the world. Help our country out once in a while. We got problems. We're decimated every single year by two things: hurricanes and fires. Why don't we take some of the money from other countries and put it to something that happens to us every single year? There are some years where hurricanes will happen 20 to 30 times. The year with Katrina happened, Katrina was the 24th hurricane that year. But nobody talks about hurricanes. They talk about wildfires the most. Maybe because all the rich people live over in wildfire areas. All the celebrities, all the politicians, they move over to California and then they're devastated by it. We all must focus on the wildfire victims, but we don't give two shits about the people who are affected by hurricanes. I'm sorry. I got mad about that. It hits home. What we need to do is think about people here and protect them from these natural disasters on both sides and think that both sides are equal. I'm the captain. This is Nerd Talk, and we need to start helping each other out. Give a friend a hand. Do whatever you can. People in the wildfire situations, yeah, it's bad. You need to help each other out. But you also need to help each other out regardless of whatever situation it is. You see someone down in luck on the street, give them a hand. I'll see you later.